17 members and associates of the Hells Angels are facing criminal charges in a violent attack.
Federal agents allege the outlaws sold drugs, traded firearms, and engaged in insurance fraud and even tampered with government witnesses.
We have learned there is cell phone video as well as surveillance video of evidence in this attack.
The U.S. Attorney characterized today's raids as historic, the largest federal bust on organized criminal gang activity.
Retaliation is common for crimes involving biker gangs. However, it could happen anywhere because of how interconnected gangs have become nationwide.
The 3-year investigation resulted in 42 federal indictments on a variety of charges, including racketeering, money laundering, drugs, gambling, insurance fraud, and extortion.
There's a bunch of bikers up here, and they're shooting guns and stuff. I need the police now.
Playing on foot going towards 2nd Street. Okay, receive.
Then you see a pack of Hells Angels going by, people are going to want to look. Next thing you know, cars. Because they're just staring at us and not paying attention to stop traffic.
If you wanted to break the law on an everyday norm, you should have joined a street gang. That's what they're known for. That's what they do. You're not allowed to steal cars on my block. We steal those cars.
I mean, it was so bad by us in Vegas. I was in the pool swimming, and the guys came back. Hey, Pee-wee, the cops are here. They want to talk to you. I said, well, go talk to them. Find out what they want. And they came back. They go, they want to talk to you.
Typically, if you leave the club, if you haven't been in for 10 years, you're automatically out back.
Got put out in 2006. Back in 2007, wound up going into Cannon. 2011. Came out of there. I had 4.5 years to walk off with zero support from that club.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Stacks. I'm your host, Bill Stacks, and today we got a good show for you guys. We're going to talk about this breaking news. Got breaking news. There was a Hells Angel member from Minnesota, and he ran into the clubhouse in North Carolina. Why you would do that is crazy. Like drawing heat. It's kind of like, remember when I played the video of the guy getting chased by the cops and he drove to the Hells Angels clubhouse and they ran inside and the police were all outside? It kind of reminds me of that situation. Like if you have a certain situation going on where the police want you, why would you run back to the clubhouse and put all your brothers at risk? It just doesn't make any type of sense. So this is the guy right here. Looks like a upstanding citizen, don't he? So he ran into the Hells Angel clubhouse, and where he was taken into custody, he was with a woman. We're going to get into that story in a minute, but I have another one I want to talk about. So this just happened in Connecticut. A person was killed on a motorcycle when he struck a deer. So motorcyclist killed after hitting deer, struck car in Bethany. This is in Bethany, Connecticut. A motorcyclist was killed when he struck a deer and then was hit by another vehicle Tuesday night. State police said it happened in the area of Wooding Hill Road in Litchfield Turnpike around 9:42 p.m. The motorcyclist, identified as 37-year-old Philip Labonte, was riding north on Route 69 when he collided with a deer. The impact threw him from the motorcycle onto the roadway. Moments later, a Subaru traveling in the same direction struck Labonte. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Authorities have notified his next of kin. State police cars teams was called to the scene to assist. The area was closed off for several overnight hours. The crash remains under investigation. That's like some Final Destination shit. Dude's riding his bike and all of a sudden, bam, he gets hit by a deer. Matter of fact, I have a video of a motorcyclist hitting a deer. I'm going to put it on Patreon and you can see it there. There's a lot of content I cannot put on YouTube. It's too graphic. Cindy, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you. A lot of the content is way too graphic for YouTube, but I will put it on Patreon. So another case I want to talk about before we get into this standoff situation are these two individuals. So this is the sheriff and his wife. The arrest of the sheriff's wife deepens public corruption probe in Central Florida gambling case. Lake County, Florida, just weeks after Florida sheriff was hauled off in cuffs over a $21.6 million gambling ring, his wife now faces felony charges on her own. According to court records, Robin Lynn Cervantes Lopez, 50 years old, was taken into custody by Lake County Sheriff's deputies at 9:55 a.m. and booked on conspiracy to use or invest proceeds delivered from racketeering activities. Second-degree felony. She is being held without bond. Her arrest comes just weeks after her husband, Marco Lopez, the now suspended county sheriff, was arrested June 5th in connection with a $21.6 million illegal gambling operation based in Central Florida. According to Florida Attorney General, Sheriff Lopez used his elected position to protect and expand his criminal enterprise, collecting a share of illicit proceeds and allegedly leveraging his office to shield the operation from law enforcement scrutiny. Investigators say the gambling ring operated for years across Lake and Osceola County, generating millions in illicit profits. Following his arrest, Governor Ron DeSantis issued an executive order suspending Lopez from office. Robin Lopez charges stem from the same investigations, suggesting a broader conspiracy involving both public corruption and financial crimes. She's scheduled for arraignment on July 21st at 8 a.m. And both of them are being held in prison. So it looks like the government corruption is coming to light. It's crazy because there's a lot of corruption out there. Hey, Lindsay, how are you? How you doing? Bella, what's good? Primo, how are you? The W Number podcast, what's going on? I just finished part 4, man. I'm working on it. I'll have your interview out very soon. Bro, that documentary you did, also with Rob, was so badass. Thank you. Oh, you're talking about the Vice documentary. Yeah, shout out to Vice. And shout out to everyone who's been supporting. I appreciate it. We got a lot of big things in the works right now. Yo, the W Number podcast interview is going to be dropping soon, and it's good. It's pretty damn good. I'm working on part 5 right now. Right when I get off here, I'll be working on it. I'm trying to get it out soon. Maybe I could get it out by tomorrow. Hopefully. I will do my best to make that happen. Raven, how are you? Thank you for dropping by. Check out Chatting with Stacks on Vice TV. It's got over 2 million views, so things are looking great. And we got something even bigger coming than Vice, believe it or not. But I can't spoil this surprise. So, matter of fact, I'm going to take the Vice interview and put it on Patreon for free for you guys to watch. And maybe you guys will sign up for a membership and you can see exclusive content with 1%ers, ex-1%ers. Shout out to everyone who subscribes. Jimmy Mack, how are you? Bella, what's going on? I think Throttle, who does biker news as well. Yeah. Don't know him. I don't know any of them people, and I don't care. Seems some people are a little upset, but that's okay. You know, people have a right to feel however they want. We're just gonna keep plugging away and do what we do. Shout out to all the 1% motorcycle clubs out there. Shout out to all the Hells Angels, the Outlaws, the Pagans, the Mongols. And there's a lot of other ones. I'll be here all day naming them. But shout out to them. We got some pretty good things in the works right now. We're gonna keep grinding. So let's get to the story at hand. This guy, I know the picture is not very clear, but this is the suspect. Suspect wanted in custody after standoff at Hells Angel Clubhouse. A standoff. Now, this is the article, so don't shoot the messenger. A standoff at a motorcycle gang's Upstate Clubhouse has ended peacefully with suspects in custody. Anderson County Sheriff's Office says a wanted man ran into the Hells Angels Clubhouse in South McDuffie Street in Anderson on Monday. The suspect, identified as Benji Johnson, was wanted on warrants out of Minnesota. A number of deputies, K-9 units, and SWAT all responded to the scene. Johnson and a woman who was wanted on warrants from Anderson County Police Department eventually surrendered without incident. The sheriff's office has not released the identity of the woman as of this time. Johnson is being held in Anderson County awaiting extradition back to Minnesota. So what did he do in Minnesota to get extradited from North Carolina all the way to Minnesota? It's got to be something severe. Like it's not DUI or larceny. It's got to be pretty severe for him to run into the clubhouse and have a standoff and then extradite him all the way back to Minnesota. It has to be severe for them to do that. There's no possible way that they're going to cause this much of a commotion if it wasn't severe. Ohio, this is a different article. Ohio Valley honor a Marine who died in Virginia traffic crash. A motorcade will bring the 29-year-old U.S. Marine Corps Staff Sergeant Christopher Harding Jr. back to his hometown today after he was killed in a motor vehicle crash last week in Virginia. Harding was an active duty Marine stationed in Virginia when he was hit head-on on Thursday, allegedly by a drunk driver while riding with his motorcycle club, the Warthogs MC. He was a wonderful and caring young man and his life ahead of him. He was definitely going places, his father's fiance, Amanda Wallace, said. She added that he enlisted in the Marines right out of high school and had continued to serve for the past 10 years. Harding's brother, Jeremy Cartman, took to social media to post, "The Warthogs MC and the Legion Riders will be bringing my little brother home." The Warthogs MC will leave Virginia at 9 a.m. and will accompany Harding's body to Morgantown, West Virginia at 1 p.m. Following their arrival at Morgantown, they will meet with Cartman and the American Legion Riders from Morgantown. The motorcade will travel to St. Clarksville, where it will make its final stop at Tooseman Funeral Home. We will be coming down, and then they name all the interstates. He added that he hopes the Ohio Valley residents will line up on Route 9 from the Bell Shore to Toothman's like you never have before. Let's honor my brother who deserves it, he added. So that's a sad situation. A lot of people are out there getting killed on motorcycles and motorcycle crashes. Be aware of your surroundings. Be cautious of people because you never know. Hey, Richard, how are you? Richard Nixon. Shout out to Nancy. My old stomping grounds in Chicago. I've been to Chicago. We got a lot of great content. I can't wait to show you guys what I've been working on. It's big. Bigger than Vice. So, Nancy's doing great. Can you guys imagine getting hit by a deer while you're riding a bike? Crazy. So I got a video to show you guys today that goes along with this situation. Let's take a look.
A man wanted out of Minnesota was arrested in Anderson County. Deputies responded to South McDuffie Street after tracking down Benji Johnson, who is wanted for outstanding warrants out of Minnesota. Johnson.
Yes, I did, Primo.
New at 4 o'clock, a man wanted out of Minnesota was arrested in Anderson County. Deputies responded to South McDuffie Street after tracking down Benji Johnson, who is wanted for outstanding warrants out of Minnesota. When Johnson spotted law enforcement, officials say he ran into the Hells Angels clubhouse and refused to exit. Deputies say he eventually surrendered along with a woman who also has active warrants. Her warrants are active out of Anderson. Johnson is currently awaiting extradition back to Minnesota.
So my question is this, right? Because he was out when the cops spotted him and they ran back to the clubhouse. So was he with this woman and she had a warrant because she was from that area? They recognized her and chased her? Because unless his warrant isn't like that serious, they're not going to care about somebody who's just out, you know? But if he's with her and she has a warrant, boom, they're going to go after her, and then he's with her, so they're going to run, right? Or do they know who this guy is, and they're thinking, oh, he probably has a warrant, and they chase him to the clubhouse, and then they arrest her? I will find out the details of this situation. There are some crazy things transpiring behind the scenes that you guys are not aware of, but you will be aware of them soon. Things will be dropping, and most likely I'll probably be the first one to report on it because I'm ready. But some craziness. Mark, what's going on? Why run into the clubhouse when it gives the cops the right to enter? A bad move. 100%. I agree with you. Why the hell would you run into the clubhouse? Put all your people at risk. Like, it makes no sense why this person would do that. Run into the clubhouse. I mean, people, when I played the other video where the guy was running from the cops and he drove and he ran into the clubhouse, people were like, why the hell do you do that? I think I have that video still. I'm looking for it. I don't know if I have it. Got too much content. I don't know where it is. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about the devil's disciples. Oh, wait, I think I got it. This might be it. It might not be.
2 and then 1 further back. So 3 in total?
Yeah, this is it. This is it. This is the one. So these guys are running from the cops, and they run to the clubhouse. So loud. What's going on, man? Thank you for joining me today. So if you're just joining us, a Hell's Angel from Minnesota was spotted in this town in North Carolina, ends up running from the cops and runs into the Hell's Angel clubhouse and has a standoff with police. So people are asking the question, why would he run into the clubhouse, put everyone around him at risk, and they end up arresting a woman with him? It's just crazy. Like, these guys are running for a while. I'm not maybe they weren't aware of the helicopter following them. That's a possibility, right?
Copy, we got them doing what they're doing. This is all video recorded, just FYI.
Make sure you hit the like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister's friend about the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, they're definitely driving pretty aggressively, passing people in the left and right lanes. And they're just under the SkyTrain tracks now, in the one.
Yeah, I got him on site.
And they're over to the 2. Stand by, let you know if he takes... Yeah, they're getting off at the First Ave exit. First Ave exit, they're exiting now. Yeah, we are. We got it all on video. Copy, blew the red light. They're right now eastbound on First Ave.
All right, so watch what happens. They're pulling up on the clubhouse right now.
Okay, they made a quick left-hand turn, northbound. I'm going to call it Ingleview. Yeah,
look at all these guys there. Look at all the members that are there. And they pull up to the clubhouse. They got a helicopter following them, and police cars are like right behind them.
No one's inside the clubhouse. You got about 20 HAs and associates on the street.
No, how does he know no one's in the clubhouse? No one's in the clubhouse. They don't know that.
We still have visual on the bike that was involved. So if you want to impound the bike for dangerous driving, it's there for your taking. But we've gone BCB with the rider just because he's mixed about all the other associates on the street. But if you want to have a member head to the bike, I can tell you where he is.
Now watch, the bikes fall over. It's funny. Or they drop them.
2 passengers. One passenger is getting off. They're both off their bikes now. Rear passenger has a red helmet on.
So another question I have for you guys. The person, say they have someone on the back and they're riding, right? Do the people on the back get arrested too? I mean, they weren't driving. Do they get arrested for fleeing?
The
this dude's got his patch on.
Motorcycle rider has the full patch. Yeah. Confusion on the ground. Did you have anybody else with you there that could?
There's the police pulling up. Now here we go.
Oh,
Boom.
look at that. Did you see that?
They're probably drunk. Guy's got to be drunk or something. You saw how quick he tipped over? Like, it was like a fucking... Dude's got to be drunk.
Oh, look at that.
Like,
Did you see that?
both bikes tip over. It was like a domino effect.
Oh, look at that. Did you see that? Oh, 1, 2. And you're not going to believe this, but the SOC bike and the bike next to it
Comes the
actually
cops.
just got knocked over. I'm just going to check.
Passengers who want to be let out could be considered kidnapped. Yeah, but I've seen people so 2 people are riding on a bike. I've seen people get arrested on the back. Or if you're in a car and they're fleeing from the cops, the passengers get arrested. And that's crazy. I don't understand why that would be. And again, we're talking about this guy. His name is Benji. His name is Benji Johnson. He's from Minnesota. Minnesota has had some wild things go on up there. We're going to be doing a show about the clubhouse getting shot up by that woman in Minnesota. That's a pretty wild one.
A man wanted out of Minnesota was arrested in Anderson County. Deputies responded to South McDuffie Street after tracking down Benji Johnson, who is wanted for outstanding warrants out of Minnesota.
He said officers tracked him, right? So it wasn't marshals or anything.
Who is wanted for outstanding warrants out of Minnesota. Down Benji Johnson, who wanted to South McDuffie Street after tracking down Benji Johnson, who is wanted for outstanding warrants out of Minnesota. When Johnson spotted law enforcement, officials say he ran into the Hells Angels clubhouse and refused to exit. Deputies say he eventually surrendered along with a woman who also has active warrants, but her warrants are active out of Anderson. Johnson is currently awaiting extradition back to Minnesota.
It just happened, so I don't know. I can't speculate, but I would assume that he'd probably be like, what the hell are you thinking, man? That's insane. I wonder if Benji's still a member. Who knows? So tomorrow, we got a real good show for you, 12 o'clock. And I know there's going to be some breaking news soon, very soon. And I will be bringing it to you guys. I don't care what time of day it is. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about the Sin City Disciples Motorcycle Club. Are they the most dangerous club? There's an article in the Chicago Times. Court cases offer a look inside one of the most violent biker gangs in the country. And we got a lot of guests coming on, former members, some active members. You know, we interview all types of people, not just out bad people. And it doesn't even matter if you're out good, out bad. We interview active members of clubs, interview all types of people. We don't discriminate over here. We're going to keep the content coming. I appreciate all you guys and your support. Calvin, how are you? If he's from Minnesota, I wonder what he's wanted for. I'm going to find out the whole story behind it. And I'll bring you guys the information when I get it. Angels and the Outlaws went to war big time in 1994 in Chicago when the Henchmen merged with the Angels. Shout out to Mel Chancey. He was a part of that situation. He was the youngest president of the Hells Angels during that time. Kitty, how are you? Mel Chancey had an active role in that situation around that time, 94. '57 straight leg. What's going on? But I appreciate all you guys. I'm going to keep bringing you the content. And if you got a story you want to tell, hit up the email at billstacks2021@gmail.com. If you want to donate to the show, you can hit me up at Chatting with Stacks on Cash App. You can hit a Venmo, PayPal, Super Sticker, Super Chats, all that good stuff. I appreciate every single dollar. It goes a long way. Check out Patreon for exclusive content that I cannot put on YouTube. I'm going to upload the Vice episode. I'm going to make it for free, and go check it out. Hope you guys have a great day. Stay tuned for a lot of great content this week. We're just getting started. If you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you could get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this show, too fucking bad. Start your own podcast. I appreciate all you guys. And remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.